I'm Luke Basin for MMA Fancast. We just wrapped up Brawl in the Berg 12 for 247 Fighting Championship. I am joined by Bobby Murdda. Man, you had an incredible fight. First round KO, really showed what the advanced amateur rule set that you can do with that ground and pound. Talk me through what advantage it is for you to be able to use a more pro level style rule set at advanced amateur.
I think with my kickboxing, Muay Thai experience, I've fought with knees, elbows, kicks, and punches. So coming down to PA and modifying fighting like not advanced, beginner, amateur, it was hard. I couldn't kick to the head. I could only knee to the belly. Couldn't use my elbows. So this fight, I kind of like showed my potential a little bit. I still couldn't kick to the head. I almost did today a little bit, but like something like a little bit of elbows, knees. Like as I get a little better, like more fights and get in the cage, I feel like that's something like. I'm a full package fighter, and with my wrestling as I'm getting better, but I feel like as I'm going to be fighting, eventually making my way pro, I'm like very good at it in this yellow light transition of like adding my elbows and knees and like stopping a takedown, giving an elbow. I saw a little opportunity there when I was like stopping a takedown to hit some elbows, but I had to like shut it down.
Yeah, they're still not legal. The elbows are still not legal. You talked about the Mat Factory and the coaches and them being like your family. How much advantage has it been for you coming down about a year and a half ago from Canada to train at the Mat Factory, work on your wrestling and your grappling, coming from the Muay Thai background?
I think it was one of the best things I did. I wasn't even planning, like it wasn't a solid plan to come here. And basically I just came to PA to fight twice because Canada had like all the COVID stuff, all the promotions were there. So I was grateful to come here. And while I was training for my fight camp, the progress of me just getting a little better with my takedown defense and seeing the true folk style wrestling. I've always said this, Western PA is like the little Dagestan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's so much hidden gem, so much people that are good at like wrestling. So I fell in love with my progress, getting better with my wrestling, that I just like called my mom one day and I said, you know what, like I'm staying here. I literally came with like a small ass suit bag, and then when I stayed here, a lot of people like donated clothes and Isaac helped me out. So I feel like that was like the huge part of my success. Because like, as you know, Mat Factory produced one of the greatest bantamweights, Dominic Mazzotta, and that was the main reasons why I came to Mat Factory. I met him when he was fighting Bellator, and I want to send out my gratitude, and he was my, like, he gave me motivation to fight and get into MMA. So seeing him doing it, Cody Law, them seeing like a lot of these guys, Isaac has really like got the formula, made people from nothing to something. So I'm very grateful to be around like in a crazy room, and just being PA, man. It's been like a life changing. Obviously it was hard. Today marked the 1 year anniversary of me being in PA, but I'm grateful. It was one of the best things that happened to me. You know, it's like going to Russia and learning wrestling.
Well, that's obviously big praise for the Mat Factory. If anybody's watching this, Isaac Greeley, all the coaches at the Mat Factory, that is like one of the best places to be. Well, you mentioned that today is a 1 year anniversary of you being in Pennsylvania, which is obviously a big deal. Made more significant by your mother and family being able to come down from Canada to witness MMA and also support you. What was that like for you on the family side?
Today today was one of the Muslim holidays. It's called Eid. So she kind of like came down. This is her first time watching me fight MMA in person. So it was something special. And just having her here always gives me the energy, motivation, like what we've been through as like immigrants and how much she had to sacrifice. So it was just like another, like a juice feeder. Like I felt the energy off her when she came. And I want to shout out to 247 for like getting her in and like helping me out, like getting my mom. I forgot my tickets at home, so they calmed me down. And I want to give a huge shout out to Hunter and Ryan Middleton. They've always taken care of me. So it was awesome. When I have my own family in the building, it gives me a little more motivation to go that a little extra mile. So
well, it's been exciting for me to be able to watch your career develop from a debut amateur now up to advanced amateur, and really showing that you can be dominant with those bigger rule sets. Can't wait to see what's next for you. Do you think you'll hang around the advanced amateur, get up a couple more fights at that level?
I think I have mentors and coaches that I've always like go with them, because as we fighters, psychologically we're always like just trained to fight. We're so programmed robots that you just turn us on, we go fight. So I'm gonna go back with the gym and see what Isaac wants us to do. If he wants me to fight another amateur fight, that would be great. If not, we could turn pro. My management's waiting, they're eager for me to turn pro, like to fight for them. So I'm just kind of just listening to my mentors, like Evan Boris, my striking coach, Isaac Grillo, Phil Amaris, and just whatever they tell me to do, and I gotta go. And today was awesome. I got a little cage experience, and I mean, if I go pro, that would get me a little excited. I could do use all my tools. If they want me to go back and get more cage experience, that'll be awesome. Yeah.
Well, thanks for taking time out of your
Appreciate
celebration
it.
and exciting night.
I really appreciate what you do for us fighters, especially local fighters, because a lot of people don't understand how important your job is, and like how important you are to us. You're always giving us recognition. You're always putting us on the spotlight, and not a lot of people, like in this sport, you and me and probably other promoters, we don't get paid a lot for what we do, but it's our passion. So I just want to really thank you for your passion, for how enthusiasm you are, and like how you always supported for our fighters, giving us the shine and the support behind us. I'm very grateful for this podcast and to be on this, man.
That means a lot to me.
It's an honor.
It's an honor to be able to interview you and other local fighters, to be able to show that there's a lot out there, and if you only watch sort of the high level national things, you miss. So thanks to you, congratulations to you and your family and your team on a dominant performance. Thanks again.
Appreciate it.